Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. You're listening to the Imagine Dignity podcast. Hey, everybody. Terrence here. I'm in Greenville County, and I'm with my sister. What's your name?
Tina.
Tina?
Tina Marie.
Tina Marie. I noticed you, and you were standing on the corner, and what actually drew me to you is I saw cars riding by, but I wasn't necessarily paying attention to you. I was paying attention to like what people were doing in the cars, like frowning their faces and stuff like that. Do people treat those who may live on the streets, do they treat them mean?
I can only speak for myself. I am happy every day, and some people, because you're homeless, they don't know you're homeless, but they don't know I'm homeless because they see my little buggy. It don't hurt to speak.
It don't hurt to speak.
So to me, all people, the characters is like a job interview to me, because 5 minutes conversation, if I can tell whether I want to keep talking to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's from me. But they say, I know that I be looking at that too.
Yeah.
What you say you see, the reactions and stuff. Now I'm older now. Some of them have respected me, the ones that I have met.
Some people will respect you
because I'm older.
Because you're older. But you've seen them disrespect younger folks who may be unhoused.
And are you old enough to get a job? And, you know, I just hear that because I can hear good. You know, you got 5 senses. When one get weak and one get strong in another. So my hearing is very good.
What do you think about when people are actually mean to people who are
They have no
unhoused?
compassion.
They don't have any compassion.
And they don't know everyone that's homeless out here, they don't know how they got there.
They don't know how they got there.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Because they might go there might happen to them. Maybe
it may
down the
happen
road.
to them. Yeah. And you told me that you've just recently been unhoused for the past 4 months. How did that happen?
It was a boarding house, and they just want money.
Hold on, so you were staying somewhere?
My house got sold. That's been a year ago.
Oh, so
then I found somewhere.
Were you renting a house?
Yeah, before my old man died. But then the Triune's Mercy Center up there got me a room because of helping me up here at the boarding house.
Right.
But I thought I would have a room to myself. It's 2 to a room, and it was already a 3-bedroom house, but it didn't belong to the people that was doing this. They would just want money too. And so they put me out that was in March.
That caused you to be unhoused for the second time?
Yes.
The first time was after your
old man died.
Your old man died.
I still was living there, but they sold the people who owned that house. Even though I'm paying the rent, they sold it.
Wow. So not only did you lose your husband
in the house,
you lost your house. You lost your house and you found help through a social worker, and they placed you in the boarding house. How did you end up leaving the boarding house?
$650 for 2 people in a room.
They were charging you $650
a month. 2 people.
Was the room small?
Yeah, that was when the homeless center was down here.
Oh, they closed the shelter down here.
The homeless center.
The homeless center.
You could be there all day. You come in from 9 to 5.
So it was like a day shelter.
Yeah, you could go in and charge your phone, and look at TV, listen to music, gospel music. They fed you lunch, breakfast.
Yeah.
You know, place to hang out. That was the first homeless center in Greenville. They supposed to been building one for women and men.
Yeah.
But I ain't seen that happen yet.
It never happened.
It's supposed to happen the first of this year, but it didn't happen.
So at what point did you say that it was too uncomfortable for you to live in the boarding house?
No, because I was like the maid.
They made you clean up?
No, they made me. I like my house was clean.
Yeah.
You know, and I can cook. I can bake. I can cook. Yes, I love to cook.
What's your favorite meal? You bake?
My carrot cake, my red velvet cake. I like my blackberry pie.
Wow.
My son loved me to make the sweet potato cobbler.
Yeah.
Oh, I can cook. My grandma taught me very well. I'm half country and half city. That's what I say.
Half country,
because I'm from Ohio,
Okay.
and then she married up. That's how we got down here. She married a farmer.
Yeah.
And everything was out there in the yard. I wish I could turn back.
So you were in there and you were cleaning up, and then what happened?
I was in there frying fish that night.
Yeah.
She said I had to go because she heard I was having a dope party.
A who party?
Dope parties.
A dope party.
Yeah.
Somebody lied on you?
Then she had no proof. I said, well, tell me, come go get that person who told you that. Then he say, she say stuff. I don't do that. If I said, I say it again. I stand my ground like my grandma taught me.
Do you think that was intentional to get you out of there? So it was more of a setting for people who were aging.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah. So they put you out of the boarding house, and then where did you go?
Back to the street. I was sleeping in my storage building first.
Okay.
Because you don't pose sleep, but that's where I was asleep.
Right, yeah.
So, and I go in there and open my storage unit was so full now. So I put my little tent, my little sleeping bag right there and lay right there. And then at 6 o'clock I get up and go leave out before, they come and open up the door.
How do you get like meals or how do you shower?
Oh, it's place to eat. You got the
place to eat.
Place of Hope is over there on Pelham Street.
Yep.
That's a day shelter.
Okay.
See, I knew about that from 30 years ago when I first became homeless, before I started getting my check, my SSI and stuff. I know a little bit, but I had my car. So my car was my home and my transportation too. I had a Datsun 210. So
do you still have a car?
I got a truck I can't drive because I can't see clear.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to drive it. It's new. It's been
You're
on the lot.
having some issues with your eyes as well?
Yeah, my eyes from years ago. So now I'm back. I'm starting back, not really on zero, but I'm still in progress of what I'm doing, like multiple choice for me, ABC.
Yeah.
Because I've always been a leader, not a follower.
That's right.
And I always think before I act, when in my younger days, they said, come on, Tina, let's go do this. I said, let me think about that for a minute. And I said, now y'all go ahead, I'll catch up with you. And they would go to jail or something. Maybe they did something wrong.
Yeah. You sound like you're a very independent person.
Exactly. I always, with the Lord help, I got me.
Yeah.
That's why I said, I don't need no man. I ain't never been married. I think I'm a runaway bride. Because I've been engaged 3 times. But I was younger then. Yeah. I'm older and wiser now. But I want somebody to love me for me and accept me as I am. Can't raise me, I'm already raised.
What's the nicest thing somebody has ever done for you while you were out here?
Took me out to eat to Long John Silver, and that's one of my favorite restaurants too.
That's one of your favorite?
I love seafood.
Where's Long John Silver's?
That's on White House Road. We got one on the main one on White. It used to be on Augusta Road.
Do you still eat fish?
I can't eat fish and chicken. I eat. Doctor took me out with Pepsi Cola, so I went to ginger ale.
Yeah. What's your favorite meal from there?
My shrimp and,
what else?
And them hush puppies and that coleslaw. Oh, you let me talk about it. I'm hungry too.
No, look. I'm going to get you a meal. Your favorite meal.
For real?
No, I'm serious. I'm serious.
Don't play that.
I'm not playing.
I'm gonna tell you this. I got a shrimp on my behind.
So they took you out to eat, and then what else did they do?
We just went riding, and I hadn't rolled in a while in a car.
And what was it about that moment that made it
special? Because he was a European man, and he followed me. I was pushing my button going to my storage unit, and he followed. He wanted to come on, let's go have fun. I said, have fun? What you talking about? What you mean by having fun? He thought that I was one of them working girls. He wanted to take me out. At first, I was skeptical about going, but then I looked at him. He looked dead in my eyes, and the way he was carrying himself made me trust him. And he took me where you want to go. I said, Long John Silver. I thought that'd be too high. But he had it. Nicest thing somebody did for me.
What's the meanest thing somebody's ever done?
Stole from me. Built my trust in him. And he stole from me out the storage unit. Well, that's what he was homeless.
While you were trying to survive.
He was homeless, but he went to work every day at the temp service.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that we helping each other. But he was just seeing what he could get from me. Had a plan all along, that's my opinion.
How do you feel the city of Greenville is actually addressing homelessness?
I ain't seen no progress. They said they were gonna build up a homeless co-ed. They said that last year, and I ain't seen nothing. Then you got people come around on their own, especially down.
Like Miss Pinky, you know Miss Pinky?
Yeah, I think I know her.
Yeah, she
cooks, don't she?
Yeah, she cooks.
And the other day she gave me about 5 or 6 plates out there, little containers.
Yeah.
And I took them up there because it was people up there behind the liquor store then.
Oh, wow.
They let run them off there.
You were given plates, but you went and took it and shared.
Yeah. Passed it forward.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And you told me you had a stroke.
Too many strokes.
How many?
Too many.
Too many.
M-I-N-I. Many.
Oh,
like
too many.
Yeah.
Like too smaller.
Yeah, smaller.
Okay. I was like, too
that's why
many.
I spelled it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought I was having a heart attack. That was like 2 weeks ago.
How do you survive when it's cold out?
I lay her up.
You lay her up?
I got a big blanket over there. I got blankets.
Where do you actually stay?
I done got me another spot. I got last night. It's a like it used to be an old work building, some kind of work building.
Is it safe?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this friend guy, he's a friend of mine for 40 years. But anyway, he the one who took me down there, because I was sleeping on the back of the church down here, on the back porch. Back porch.
Okay.
That gray building down there. And keeping the yard clean,
Yeah.
People go back there and drink and stuff, and I pick up all that, keep the backyard. I didn't talk to the pastor there. I'm right there in the light, under the street light, I'm not in the dark.
Right.
See, a lot of them tent city, that's what they call this, under the bridge. I don't do that.
Right.
They got tent city.
Why don't you do tent city?
Cause you don't know what. And then
you just want to be safe as a woman, right?
Yeah, and I'd rather be by myself.
Yeah.
And then I can hear good.
Yeah.
And I keep a flashlight.
Yeah.
I can't see at night.
Just for safety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I used to carry my gun, but I don't carry that no more. I try to do everything during the daytime. And then when I go there, I get there before dark, and I ain't going nowhere. So I don't walk at night. I almost got hit by a car 3 times at night.
What would you want people to know about homelessness?
It's serious. We need somebody to help. And it don't take nothing to communicate and talk to that person.
One, we need help in this community, and 2, like to see us and to talk to us.
And sometimes, well, people I've been meeting, when I be sitting back there, I come and sit there for a little while.
Yeah.
I got my little spots, you know. Because I like, that's my, I was taking about 12 pills a day. I don't take all that no more.
Yeah.
The sun is my
like
vitamin D.
Come on!
Damn good, right over there.
Yeah.
And then I got my vitamin C, and I have the sun. You know, that's I improvise. You know what I'm saying?
So you using nature? To cope. And to help you.
And this is my season. I'm a summer baby, but I breathe better in the fall.
What made you want to talk to me about the subject of homelessness?
Because I need to tell somebody. But I wish I I should have been a teacher though, for real.
Yeah.
If I had my blowhorns, I probably would, if I could drive.
You'd be out here like telling people.
Yeah.
It's that serious. It's that serious.
I can't do this.
Like it's urgent.
Our culture don't stick together. They don't.
One of the ways to really address homelessness is to stick together.
And ask questions if you don't know.
And ask questions if you don't know.
I
truly believe that.
Yeah. Inquiring mind want to know. That's what I used to say.
Yeah, that's true.
My grandma taught me that too.
So you're going to be on my podcast. It's called the Imagine Dignity Podcast.
Okay, what channel you? Well,
what would you want people to know as you had this conversation with me?
I enjoyed talking to Terrence.
Why?
Because it seemed like our mind was on the same page at that time.
Yeah.
And I was getting ready to say it and you were thinking it.
Yeah. But it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
All right.
And you got a beautiful smile.
Thank you. Hey, what's up, everybody? Terrence here. You've just watched another episode of the Imagine Dignity podcast, and I had a chance to talk to my friend and sister, Tina Marie. That's what she told me to call her. But one of the things that really stood out to me, even as I met Tina, is that when I was driving around Greenville with my brother Matt, I saw her standing on a street corner, but I wasn't necessarily looking at her. I was looking at all of the people who were in cars and their responses as they were staring at her and turning their heads away and locking their doors and having really mean looks. And that actually prompted me to stop, get out, and engage her in the conversation. And before I know it, I was asking her if she wanted to voice her opinion on the podcast, and she happily agreed. She talked about losing her partner, being put out of a rooming house and a program. She also talked about how she actually stayed in a storage unit. A storage unit. That just gives me chills right now, because there are probably so many people all across this country who are finding very hard and unique ways to just exist while going through homelessness. That's a hard story to just reflect on, because Tina is like an elder, and she talked about being 60 plus years old and how she's out there with a disability and grappling with homelessness. Homelessness it's not an age, it's not a demographic, it affects us all. And Tina's story reminds us of how we need to advocate for those who may be up in age, who find themselves on the street, to find faster ways into housing. She talked about how cold she was sometimes when sleeping outside, because it's getting really cold at night. She feels is necessary as it relates to this city. She talked about how there were promises for shelter, but there's kind of no follow through. And I think that we need to also consider how detrimental it can be when people don't have access to the things that they need. I mean, that is what equity is about. Equity is different from equality. Equality is saying we're the same and we deserve the same type of treatment. But equity is talking about, what does a person actually need to be sustainable, to be well, to have the same access as other people who may have greater privileges. Tina's story is both heartbreaking, but also a call for us to do something for our citizens who may find themselves up in age and wrestling with homelessness. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. You're listening to the Imagine Dignity podcast.